Fourth quarter of action about to get started. Railers on a nice 7-0 run to end the quarter instead of being up just 1, now up 8 with the basketball starting the fourth.
Railers 2 of 6 in that quarter. It's 7 turnovers. Rockets 1 of 5, 0 of 3, and Podbelzik and Cook remain on the floor for the Railers. They've played well since they've been in.
Cook on the left side looks to make a move, hands it over to Nelson. Nelson gets it back to Podbelzik. Smith to Coyne. Cook down in the corner, Nathaniel looks to make a move to the basket again, gets hammered, throws it up off the glass. They're going to say the foul happened before the shot. So the Railers, again, Nathaniel's just decided, I'm going to the basket, get out of the way.
Yeah, and they don't have a guy that can guard him because he's shown he can make the three. He's hit one of those, and now they've got to come out on him, and especially Rochester being down, they've got to provide the pressure, and Nathaniel's getting by his man and getting to either to the free throw line or drawing fouls.
Yeah, and Coyne's got a good size advantage inside right now.
Coyne looks to make a move on the baseline, and he lost it, but they're going to say last touch, knocked out of bounds by Bain, so the Railers will reset with Nelson inbounding on the baseline.
And they're giving Pod a wide open three. Gand is kind of way off of him, daring him to shoot, and we know from the sophomore level he has drained a bunch of threes this year.
Cook out to Podbelzik, out to Smith in the corner to Coyne. Grant brings the dribble out. Hand over to Jordan Nelson. Nelson tries to go by Grant, cut off. Hands to Nathaniel. Over on the left side to Podbelzik. Podbelzik all by himself on the left side. Pod goes up strong, doesn't get the roll out the glass. And then Podbelzik just about tackled, run, and no call.
Pods is out there with a lot of energy. He wants some playing time. And his play tonight's earning him.
He already played a sophomore game tonight.
Yeah.
Rochester.
Looks kind of like Brandon Farmer did at that age.
Over to Gand. Houston. Gand, top of the key three on the way. Shot up and air ball.
Gand used all his threes in the first half.
Yeah.
Well, and you notice he was about 2 or 3 steps back behind the line. He's usually right up on the line. He's not Jordan Nelson.
I'll give a little credit, too, to Will pushing him back out with that pressure defense that he's brought on when he's came into the lineup and kind of moved Gand back a little bit.
Sure did. Nelson, high post to Brandt, looking, will hand back to Nelson. Nelson, top of the key, over to Coyne. Smith, looking for an alley down the lane, looks to make a spin and doesn't. Pod's thought about the three, didn't take it.
He needs to take it. He's a little shy because he doesn't play a lot, but man, he's got that shot and he can hit it.
Coyne gets a nice screen for Nelson's three on the way. Back rim, high for the board is Houston for Rochester, and Pods is going to be whistled for this one. As he wrapped up Houston.
That's not a problem, going after the rebound. Only the second team foul on the Railers here in the second half. So I like that foul. The big man brought it down, and that's the job of a guard to go get it when he brings it down. Pod just got a little bit of his arm.
Exactly.
6 minutes to go in our fourth quarter. Rochester still hanging in it.
Yeah.
Nice job by Nathaniel, dipping away the long pass. Railers 2-on-2. Nelson right corner. Fires a three on the way, up and good.
Boy, Smith playing good tonight.
Steal by Smitty, and not only does he steal the ball, but he dribbles down. 2 guys converge on him. He kicks it out to Jordan for a three. 2 seniors working together in their crunch time.
Railers finally run this out to double digits.
Yep, on a 10-0 run. They're up 11-31, 25-50 to go in the contest. Gann in the backcourt. Over to Lund, back to Gann.
Cook doing a nice job on defense, just staying in front of his man. Oh! He didn't hit him. I think if he'd hit him, it would have been a foul, but I don't think he hit him. He fired that elbow.
And Rochester throws it away as Bain tried to save it in bounds, but it was...
You got to like Cook getting under Lund's skin just a little bit.
Timeout being taken. We'll take it with them. 5.5 to go in the fourth. Lincoln on top, 31-20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Master. Along with Tom Larey and Josh Komnick. Jeff Benjamin back with you. Glenwood High School here in Chatham. 5:33 to go in the fourth. Lincoln's extended out to double digits, up 31-20, and it's been mostly defensive oriented.
It has, and I got to tell you, Cook and Pods played a great quarter. Neither of them came out, and the Railers built their lead significantly. Us kids are vying for some playing time. It'd be nice to see us go deeper than 7. It'd be nice to go 8 or 9, and I got to tell you, while they're out now, they did a great job in that quarter, and this has been Nathaniel Smith's game. I don't know how many steals he has, but he's got to have a pile of them.
Yeah, and that new defense, that coach, a little wrinkly put in the defense, has sure helped Nathaniel and the Railers getting a lot more steals.
After the timeout, Gesner and Kirby back in, joining Nelson, Coyne, and Smith. Nelson gets it back out to Nathaniel. Over to Coyne. Kirby to Gesner. Jordan looks to move against Gann, hands off to Nelson. Nelson coming around the screen. Tries to go back. A nice pass to Jordan Gesner, laying up and in. Nice look from Nelson.
Great look. Nelson just nice. You can see from here where he saw it. It just had to happen. Yeah, and then it was coming.
He threw it to a spot, and the player went to get it. That's good stuff.
4:45 to go. Railers up 13 at 33-20. Houston. Back over to Gann. Down low, they get it to Lunt. Knocked away from Coyne, and a foul is going to be whistled on the senior. Grant picking up his first foul. Rochester looking to inbound. Pass is tipped and stolen by Gesner. Gesner.
Oh, Smith even made a face. Nathaniel's standing under the basket. Jordan just didn't see him.
Nelson tries to go baseline, kicks it back out to Smitty. 3 up on the way. Off the right side, no good. Rebound coming down to Rochester. 4:15 to go. Lincoln up 13. The number 8 team in the state in the newest rankings. And then Gesner knocks it away from behind again from Bain. Nelson inside. Nice look from Nelson to Smitty, who lays it up and in.
Smitty with 15. He's having a night.
35-20. Railers lead is that 15.
We're hard to beat when Smith is scoring.
Well, and we've kind of pushed the tempo a little bit. I think the Railers can do a lot more of that. We're kind of, usually when we get the rebound, we like to walk it up. And, and when you've got players like Smith and Jordan, when you can rebound, when those guys can rebound and go and fill the lanes, we've got definitely guys that can finish around the rim. And I think we can, do a lot more of that and get a lot more easy points out of some transition.
I agree with you, Josh. I don't think we run near enough.
35-20. Railers on top by 15. 3:45 left in our contest here tonight.
We're such a team that likes to play their patterns. We walk it up and then get in the offense.
Jumper from the side is timeout taken by Rochester as Lunt scores his first points of the night. They're taking a timeout. We will keep it here. Just a little over 3.5 to go, guys. Railers on top 35-22, and it looks like the Railers have finally pushed it out to that comfort zone.
Yeah, and it's been a while. I mean, it was the whole game for the last 2 minutes. I think the Railers have played with a lot more energy here, starting in the middle of the third quarter. It's just unbelievable. The Railers had 1 turnover in the first half and 7 in the third quarter. And I believe it was 5 consecutive possessions that we turned it over. So I don't know what was going on there, but it's nice to see them stop doing that.
That basket by Lunt into the Railer run of 14 in a row. Rochester's extended the pressure full court. And the Railers have very little trouble breaking into the front court. Gesner gets it to Nathaniel, cutting down the lane, who finds him this time. He lays it up and in. Nathaniel with 17. Gand, double teamed by Kirby and Gesner. Now Gesner backs off. Cross court to Houston. Swinging around left side, 3 on the way. That's up and good. That's Lunt.
Nothing but net.
Quick stoppage of play so they can get the net unhooked. The official gets his first 2 points of the night.
I hated when I had to do that because if you miss, everybody gives you a hard time.
You mean you just throw it underneath?
Yeah. Well, I used to just say the biggest kid, get that net.
Yeah, when the coach says when he sprains his ankle, thanks.
Yeah. Not my problem. Yeah. I just don't want to look stupid. Or at least any more stupid than I already did.
Under 3 to go. Lincoln 37. Rochester 25 again. Nathaniel was open underneath and they missed him.
We missed him twice now from point-blank shots.
Now the Railers just going to run some motion and run some clock. Nathaniel on the bounce over to Gesner, and a collision. Gann goes down. That'll be his first foul.
First whistled foul.
Are there any others?
Oh, yeah.
As an official?
No, there's not. Not as a player, there's not.
Well, that's exactly right. You are correct.
Are you speeding if you're not pulled over?
That's right.
2.5 to go. Oilers on top by 12. Smith over to Coyne. Rochester really trying to play catch up here. Nathaniel gets it over to Coyne. Lobs over to Gesner.
Great spacing.
Nathaniel in the lane, dribbles right back out. Over to Coyne. Yeah, perfect spacing from the Railers right now.
Yep.
On the baseline, Gesner bounces to Nathaniel, and Nathaniel's going to go to the line shooting 2 more.
We're looking now. We're looking for cutters. Boy, it's been a long time. And Smith taking full advantage of it.
Foul on Gand, his second. You know, Nathaniel's making an early play for tournament MVP.
Sure is.
First free throw on the way, up and good.
He's played well in both games. Very well, as a matter of fact.
Had 19 on Monday. And with that free throw, has 19 tonight.
Good stuff, Maynard.
That's an average of 19 in the 2 games, Tom.
Yeah, you learned a lot of Milliken, didn't you?
2 minutes to go. Gann goes down. Shot is missed by Grant, and Lincoln coming the other way. Gesner's pass is tipped out of bounds by Houston. 39-25.
I thought it was closer to Chatham.
Starter still on the floor. Kirby tries to go backdoor to Nathaniel. Cutting down the lane is Gesner, who mishandled it, and he's going to be called for steps.
He did, too. That pretty tough pass that Nathaniel threw in there.
But a good pass. I mean, he was open, and that's a pass you got to handle. Even if you don't get a layup out of it or a shot, you got to stop and control yourself.
That's exactly right.
Gann had it knocked away. Underneath, they throw it to someone in the home arts department. Not sure where that was headed. But you know, the Railers, as we talked about, they're taking real advantage of the overplay by Rochester, looking at all the back cuts.
Yeah. And have been for the now quarter and a half.
And it's really hard to run and jump this Railer team, which Rochester's trying to do because they have so many ball handlers.
Yeah, everybody handles the ball.
Coyne thought about turning and making a shot, and then he tried to get it to Kirby, and that will result in a turnover.
Brent looking everywhere but at the Railer bench.
1:24 to go. Railers up 14 at 39-25. And they're going to say that the Rochester player wasn't at the scorer's bench in time to report in.
And just his luck, Rochester will hold it for a minute and a half, and he won't get to play at all.
Jumper from the corner, McMinn's 3. Rim, backboard, and in. 39-28. We will keep it here at 1:15. And again, up 11. Yeah, middle of third quarter, you might feel a little bit worried, but you would like to think up 11 with only a minute 15 to go that Lincoln should pull this one out.
Well, you hope so. I don't think Rochester really should have got a timeout there. Lincoln already had the ball inbounds when they granted them the timeout. I guess you give them a little leniency there, but that seemed like a little much.
Railers being led tonight, too, in double figures. Nathaniel Smith with 19, Jordan Nelson with 10. And we talked about in the pregame, he had 19 and he had 9 assists the other night. He's really, really looking to make the good pass and find the open teammate, and that just makes him more dangerous as a shooter because if you give him just a little bit of leeway, we've seen how quick he can get those shots off.
Oh, you're right, and it just adds to that regular repertoire of what they can do. I mean, it's he adds a whole dimension when he becomes that two guard / point guard when he really, because he's a great passer. I mean, he has great anticipation. He knows where the guys are going to go. He's excellent bounce passer in the middle, which is what you want. And boy, he get a lot of layups.
Nice pass from Smith to Nelson, and lays it up and in.
Nelson never broke stride and didn't have to dribble. Nathaniel put it right where he needed to.
And then we're going to have a foul whistled on either Coyne or Kirby. And for those who can read lips here, I won't repeat what Coyne said.
Yeah, that wasn't much of a shove. it was one of those times where a guy's falling out of bounds and we're close to him, and if you don't call a foul, you better get prepared because the Rochester fans right behind us are going to get nasty.
And sometimes you do, as an official, you anticipate just a little bit. You saw him start to fall.
1 minute to go. The three on the corner, no good. Nathaniel with another rebound out to Nelson. And you wonder now if the Railers are just going to make Rochester chase them, and we've seen the last of their shots unless they get an easy one down the middle. As Vic hammers Kirby. And
good sportsmanship. He said, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you so hard.
Austin will step to the line. The first Railer to step there other than Nathaniel tonight. Kirby, a 53% free throw shooter on the season. Free throw on the way, up and good.
So the Railers play 6 minutes of good basketball tonight, and it's enough. I don't think Coach will be real happy with the effort, but
it's hard to duplicate what happened Monday
absolutely.
night. But a game where you're playing Rochester, who has not won a conference game, and you beat them by 20-some the night, or the time before, and is a lot of things that factor into getting ready and winning a tournament too.
You bet.
30 seconds to go. Railers up 16, 43-27. Knocked away again from guess who? Nathaniel Smith.
And it was beneficial that Cook and Pod's got a lot of playing time tonight and did well.
They will need that. 5 games in just as many days is a lot of games.
Got to believe this is going to be our final score. Is Jordan hanging on to it? Time will tick down. Jordan's not wanting to slap 5 now. He will, as Rochester is going to get that out of the way early. Final seconds will tick away, and there's the victory for the Railers. Railers win 43-27, improving to 16-3 on the season, 6-2 in conference. Rochester falls to 4-12 overall, 0-7 in Central State 8 play. Again, the final score, Lincoln 43, Rochester 27. We'll be back with the start of our post game in 3 minutes.